Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. Episode number 29 coming at you. I'm Imperial Jedi. How are we all doing today? Good to have you back so soon. I'm just sitting here admiring our handiwork from the previous episode. I'm just pondering on how we're going to do this. But I'm actually envisioning a little bit more than what I was picturing before. What I think I want is a riding stables here. I kind of want it to feel like it's part of this, though. Maybe kind of like epic, right? Just like, rent a horse or just like stable your horse and just go galloping across the beach in the Rockies, Kind of nice, eh? I think so. So let's try and maybe expand the park a little bit. We'll put a side entrance over here. We'll tie that in with a little horse riding facility. And I was kind of hoping actually to put a little bit more camping down at the edge here. It's definitely a BC thing. And then, we'll try to sneak in a little bit of a road. I think we'll come in partially paved and then maybe slalom down. And just like a little eensy-weensy parking lot down here. And it may or may not work. I'm going to try to use the parking lot pieces that are part of the new train station assets. And I actually have no idea if they work outside of the train station. We'll see, though. And if they end up just being visual, that's okay. Maybe everyone wants to walk down there. So lots to do. And we'll kind of see how time goes. If it permits, we'll do the little bit of that rework. Still have that on the docket. Worst case scenario, we push that back. Because I was hoping to tie it in with a bit of industrial expansion. Just like a little simple loop right here, a little supply chain network we can complete, is we have some forestry happening very close by. We have a train cargo loop that's connected to the rest of the industrial zones, and what we could do is just start putting in some factories. So a simple one would be a furniture factory, and then I was thinking, I think we have the byproducts. I think we have the inputs readily available to put in a steel plant. Space is a little bit, a little tricky up here, and I don't know if this is maybe the most appropriate spot for it, but it'd be kind of cool to start doing some more Industries DLC. I always love chasing that. I find it very challenging in a fun way, and we have a few little icons here popping up, so maybe we can take a look at some services citywide and just make sure everyone is still happy and healthy. I reckon some of that might be noise, or people, partying a little bit too much, so we'll see. All right, let's try and stay focused here. Challenging thing for us to do. All right, so I was going to do just a little expansion through here. Just maybe a little tree-lined street to start us off. And then, just so that we can get the horse stable on something, why don't they have their own little dead-end road? And then this can also be where we're going to add a, let's say another gate. And then we'll try to make that a bit easier to work with. Might require some movement mod through there, but that's totally fine. And that's a paved intersection from a simplicity perspective. And then let's switch to a dirt road going downward. No real rhyme or reason here. He says that and then puts on the cleaner way to do it. No, just, making it easier. And part of this might be a good spot for some magic from the node controller. Now that we know how to use it at least a bit better. Good gracious. Okay. Now, also, because of the way we have the park thing set up, I don't really want to cross boundaries here. And, of course, we're getting very close to the beach. So this is probably not really what I was going for. So maybe we can pull this back a little bit. Try not to get stopped here by the, oh, gosh, what are the grade police? Oh, dear, I almost forgot they are. Coming after me for sure now. Trying to be a little bit more respectful of this kind of stuff. But I'm just kind of envisioning, like, the road just, like, ending down here. But I want to signify that we've got to go at least down one more little bit of a slope. See, well, that's horrifying. So this is why I'm thinking it's a good look, good spot for the node controller. All right, node controller, what do you got for me? Let me try my own hand at it first. Click on the node controller. Hit a slope. Thank you. That might be the only one actually I need to touch. Yeah. That one could benefit from it too. Yeah, see, I wish I had this. No, guys, I wish. You know what I mean? Last episode I mentioned it too. Oh my goodness. This stuff you'll learn along the way, right? That's where it counts the most. Okay, and then, parking lot. This will be an interesting one if we can pull this off. I actually don't know if it's going to get people or not. So, parking. It's somewhere in this long list. Yeah, this one right here. I was thinking, just, nothing too crazy. That's kind of cool. Especially if we're going for a bit of a retaining wall. I don't know, but I just feel like a retaining wall would just be so over-engineered. But wouldn't it be cool looking? This is just crazy talk. Oh, you know what, though? We actually don't have the key anarchy running. Did I forget that one? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I had it running before, or mentioned that I wanted to turn it on, and didn't? Well, that's okay. This will probably be time-consuming in the wrong way anyway. So you know what, let's not overthink this. If we really wanted to, we could put like a fence or something. Or maybe, just maybe, I've had a little bit of luck in the past in getting these kind of rocks. See, this one's kind of stretch. Every once in a blue moon, you can just kind of get that right alignment. You know, where Saturn and Jupiter align, Mars and all that, you know, one good picture. Every once in a while, get the right kind of placement for these things. And what's really neat is they don't really terraform. They actually like confine to the terraforming you already have. So that might not be the worst. And this also might not be the worst. I just feel like we need a little bit more visual support than just kind of like free earth here holding this together. Otherwise it might be a little bit sketchy feeling. Okay, now we're probably going to overlap a bit more of those trees again. But maybe we just had some dirt kind of come over some of the rocks here. Alright, again, I really don't know. I think they will work, but let's put in some parking spaces. And my circular... Yeah, this isn't, you know, surviving Mars. A little more on the chill side, but maybe that's how we're feeling today. Who knows? Alright, so what can we do? We can throw in some parking. Do our best to make this look clean. There's 1 and 2. And let's make our job a little bit easier. So we'll move it mod just gently. If you hold down control, you can get these little micro movements. And then hold down shift, copy, and paste. And I probably only need just one more in here now. Oops. Yes. Now, to make this work, let's stretch the size. Did that go in? Are you there? I don't know. But yeah, to make that work though, let's go ahead and stretch this out. I am so confused if I'm doubling this up or not. Okay, so it does seem like it's going in. So I'm going to grab, I think these are decals, or decals, depends on how you pronounce it. Take those away, and just do this. I was going to shrink it. Oh, sorry, I was going to expand it, but since it's being, again, a sense of humor, as all things this game always is, let's work within our own restrictions here. Okay, now on this side, let's get ourselves a little bit of the old handicap access. Make sure we're getting everyone down here. Double that up. Ideally, we would have like 2 or 3 of these on their own. Same way these are kind of like on their own, but no dice. So we'll put 2 in regardless. We can even do the old polite thing, give them a bit of space through here. And I don't know if I have the right marker dashings to maybe put like a little chevron or something through here, but we can do some make-believe. Pretend like that's a protected spot there, so you got more room for a ramp or something. And then ideally, don't do that. Ideally, fill that spot. So why don't we put 2 of these in? Gentle. There you are. And again, we can always, like, you know, adjust that with the moving mod after. And then hopefully, this is what I was saying, ideally, get these to match their counterpart. So decals. Move these over. And just a little bit of that old visual Mark 1 eyeball right here. That's not too bad. Not too bad indeed. Now, let's make it so that this actually has a bit of governance here. So we'll put a sign down. We can put a little bit of a fencing. And I think I'm going to need to scooch back the sand just a little itty-bitty bit here. Not by much. But maybe we came in and brought a couple rocks or something too. Just to stop people from, like, you know, driving down here and then just off-roading immediately. You know, the old nature's approach here. Don't take your car outside of the parking lot, maybe. Something like that for part of it, and then just a an actual fence through here. I don't think I'm getting the right... Okay, never mind. That was a little bit confusing. And, yeah, let's just go under and find the soil, which I think is over here. No? One of these? You know, I thought it was over here. I guess it's in, oh, I know where it is. There it is. I knew it. You were trying to trick me. Just a little bit back. So it would seem that this is not what I thought it was in terms of sand. The sand's something different. Because me clicking and right-clicking doesn't actually seem to do anything here. So it's either the brush strength isn't enough. Oh gosh, that was the case. Oh gosh. Please. Oh, that's better. Okay, lessons learned. And let's throw in a few trees here as a bit more of a boundary marker spot as again. Okay, the tall pines, my absolute favorite of these sets. Let's throw, yes, some of these right in here. Throw on the old anarchy. And let's think about how we want to get maybe a little campsite through here. Kind of fun. Okay, some super tall ones. I think we have some clusters that'd be kind of nice to use. Or actually, you know what we could do? Just to keep it feeling like the other parts of the map so far, is just the old copy and pasta. And I'm not going to have the anarchy on. And so that way now when I copy them, when I go over top of this, they shouldn't all place, hopefully. And I don't know, will you follow the terrain? There's some floaty boys here. This may or may not be actually a good idea. But let me just try to plop this down and see what happens. Okay, well that was a disaster. Okay, don't. Now, was that because of the anarchy? Maybe. Are the trees even here? So many questions. Oh, they are there. Well, that didn't really work. Alright, back to single plopping with anarchy on. Oh boy. You know, you have these great ideas to show off these cool things you can do with the mods. And then nothing ever works, right? So I'm trying to make this feel more like a like an old logging road, or just something that kind of enough people drove on. That originally it was paved through here. Maybe a couple people came through, cleared a few trees, and the more that drove on it, the more the path started to emerge. And then perhaps the beach people came in, BC government, and was like, you know what? People are using it. Let's give them some facilities. So would we pay for parking down here? I think the answer is yes, but at the same time, you might not necessarily have to pay in all places. It'd be cool to have a little bit of, like, you know, park stuff down here. And so I think we need to either expand on this district. Oh, no, we don't. That's perfectly in here. Great. So let's try and still keep the pathways separate, and let's do a little entrance here for this. Nature. One of these. City? Nature. There it is. Just want a little side gate. Yeah, side gate. And we'll bring this through. This is like, you know, your beachfront access as well. Oh, that's cute as a boardwalk. I wasn't really considering that as an option, but now that I see it, I kind of like that thought. Because you definitely get a lot of wooden planks and that kind of stuff out here. Just to give you a little bit more of a walkable surface. Yeah, so slightly overgrown. I think I would believe that as well. Losing a few trees here, so I gotta remember to put these back in. Yeah, let's try that on for size. Just a little bit of a gentle curve at the top here. Cute. Cute little boardwalk. And then yeah, let's capture the trees that got lost along the way. Not many, just a couple right there. I always have a hard time getting the node to, like, for a tree. So I tend to, like, delete them and then maybe plop some new ones down. Okay, mix some more of this up. Get some more of these skinny tall boys. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, that ain't too shabby. So now you can get down here, you can park. We're going to have some beach access right here. We do have some really cool assets we can actually throw in that are part of the After Dark DLC, I want to say. So some of these things here. This is actually where I get the riding stable. So I was thinking that would go... Ooh, it's way bigger than I thought, eh? Way bigger. Okay, that's cool, though. That's actually really cool. So let's switch to a dirt road. And I think we're probably going to end up getting another what's the word I'm looking for here? Park gate setup through this. Let's pull that a bit back. See if we can sneak the riding stable in. It's a big boy. Yeah, it's still... You know, it's like we could have the pathway go right at the edge of the stable. And it might maybe make sense that, like, you know, the stable grounds is kind of close to, you know, like what was maybe like a busier road that got transformed into like that wide boy right here. This is kind of like, you know, like an old turn of the century estate or something. So we're close. We'd have some possible symmetry. Sorry, I feel like I'm yelling over this. Let me just switch that. As we get another radio show host. That's okay. Oh, actually, never mind. It's the actual song. Getting bamboozled here. Okay, I'll switch this over to nodes. And let's just draw a little bit of a path going behind. And then I think I want to throw in maybe one more... One more little set of fences back here as well. Just to make it a bit safer through here. Maybe the farmer's conscientious, or whoever owns the ranch right here. Or the stables, whatever you want to refer to this place as. So a little nature reserve fence. Turn off our snaps, and we'll just, you know, pop a little bit through here. In case you have a little wipe out on your bicycle, you ain't gonna fall too far. Still might bonk your head, but you ain't tumbling down a hill, so that's a little better, right? And then I think we wanted to get some more of those trees back. Increase the density on the hills. I feel like those should be a little bit taller. A little more variety too. Already coming together very nicely. Oh, and actually, yeah, we got to make it seem like there's the way, in case you wanted to get a horse like onto the trail over here. Make it seem like it's all kind of one connected pathway. Curious if we just do a different style. That's a cute little marker post to keep that. And it's not like people are going to be entering here and then walking over and kind of bypassing the gate, but I want to make it seem like, you know, maybe the stables are part of the grounds as well. And as far as the power is concerned, if we just do a smidgen of residential zoning, I think through here, we can do a little bit of housing in here. A pinch more commercial right there. And let's just say you had a few bits of residential on this as well. Remnants of the old days, perhaps. And then you guys can have a lot and stuff. Okay, so we'll cut that across. Lose a few people on the way. Sorry about that, you guys. Oh, there we go. Building's coming in. And then maybe our friend over here has a wooden fence. Ain't too shabby. Okay, some more trees. And that should solve the power problem a little bit more elegantly. Yeah, that's nice. And then I feel like there'd be a row of like some trees here kind of blocking. And then I imagine you would have a way onto your property though. If you are this guy, I think you'd still have a little connection into this. Maybe it's not the most paved thing in the world here. Might see a little bit of vehicle access through here. Not necessarily making this into a bypass, hopefully. And we'll just, yeah, throw down some more trees and stuff. And hopefully going for like a bit more of a planned one through here to kind of be like a visual marker so you get some privacy. Yeah. A little visual blocker, that's what I'm going for here. And we'll just throw down a fence in front as well. That's cute. I like that. Let's say it's kind of extending down. All these poor trees. Casualties of war. Let's get him back in here, though, soldier. Yeah, whenever possible. It's always nice to preserve these ones. They look really nice in the landscape side view, too. Okay, does this feel like it blends nicely in? It does. I think so, eh? I kind of like that curvy, because it seems to match the curve through this as well. This is so popular that it's silly. Well, that's great, though. People enjoying the outdoors. But I think that's, like, kind of not what I was going for. Interestingly enough, though, this is definitely what you'd see. People parking up and down these streets. So that feels really accurate to me, funny enough. And as suspected, unfortunately, no one is using the parking lot. So, well, you know, we tried. We'll still keep it, though. I'm going through the effort to make it look nice. And then if we can, let's maybe sneak another one of these beach kind of buildings down here. Like a beach volleyball would be perfect. Perfect. Add that right to the mix. Thank you very much for driving peculiarly through here. Excellent. Well, it's a bit of access. The picnic tables are a nice little touch facing the area here too. Well, this is a hit. Okay. A little bit more safety in mind here. Since the area is starting to unfold as a popular spot, we need to take some precautions. Protect our city budget from people who might sue us. And it's not like you'd have a lot of this, but there might be a bit of this in mind. Okay, I don't want to lose these rocks, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull this over. There's a little bit of that. And at some point, there should be a good equilibrium here, where everyone who wants to come will come. And if needs be, we can always put another side gate. Yeah, I think we wanted to put one up here anyway to maybe mitigate some of that traffic. So let's try that as well. Nature Reserve side gate. So we're going from that side. There you go. And then we'll use the Nature Reserve pathway for this one. There you go. And just in case I get lucky one time here. Yeah, just you have to hit like the marker point on the nose. So let's just get rid of those and start fresh. Keep a little bit of that tall vibe going through here. And then we'll thicken this on up. I need to go like medium height in between these ones. I think these guys are good, but something a little bit taller than that even. Just to help fill this in a bit more. It gives that like privacy. That's a nice one. Oh, there you go. That's a nice one too. But just like if this one was like an inch or two taller, like game inch relative. So a few feet taller in real life, right? That's good. All right, switching the music back and forth. I think Surviving Mars is good, but I do want the Synthetic Dawn pace. Okay, hopefully this is not a long commercial. So yeah, some more trees through here. And then this, in my mind, might also be someone's property. So you might have some backyards through here. And in British Columbia especially, like, you know, on the island where I live, it's so easy just to turn around a corner and you genuinely feel like you're hours outside of the city. It's crazy how that can just happen. It's a bit of that sharp bend. You just lose all sight of the world. You lose cell phone reception as a result sometimes too. It's kind of crazy that happens. Okay, so just, yeah, a few lucky people had a house in here in the old days and stuck it on out. And then maybe some forest brush through here. The density, oh my god, turn that strength down. I love it, but that's a little much. And you know what? Maybe you guys are on board with this. I kind of thought the hillside could always just use a little touch. You know what? I kind of thought that would be a lot more effective, but I think we could use some tall trees through here. Dangerous coming through with the anarchy. Don't want to do that. But wherever we can get a few in, I think they'd be nice to get some shade. Get a little bit of that soil being held together, you know, prevent that erosion. And you know what, because we're talking our way through what seems like a good solid plan, why don't we take the effort to throw some of these guys in? I think so, right? Guys, I have a random thought. I was thinking about this before the episode, and I don't know, because we have to like unlock some more tiles still. But I was thinking like the downtown, sorry, pardon me. The downtown, I think it needs like a stadium or something. We have the stadium DLC, which gives you one really awesome one. And then we also have the campus DLC running. So I feel like, yeah, a stadium or two or something. So I don't know if you guys want to get the conversation started, or maybe we have started this before and I'm drawing a blank, but if you guys don't mind, just kind of let me know in the comments section what your thoughts are on that. I know we have a weird running train of thought right now, but kind of let me give you a little bit of what I'm envisioning here, and then you tell me if this is like something that someone else could work on, maybe one of the guest builders, or, you know, maybe us. Maybe a collective effort even. Yeah, let's just throw a few more of these tall ones in. Probably come back to more of that in the future. Yeah, I'm thinking like we buy the tile down in here. Let's see where that tile is, right? And then just do a little bit more downtown stuff. So like a sports stadium would be kind of cool. Transition nicely into the hillside. We've got this like nice strong approach in here. We could do a bit of commercial or something through here. Like a concert ground would be also pretty killer. Outdoor concert ground looking into the ocean like that. And we still got to bring some power down here too. So at the very worst, you know what, maybe I'm having a moment where maybe I just don't have enough of these. Did someone put power? Always seems to happen, guys. I have like these little like mental notes to remember and some stuff written down, and then in the heat of the moment when you're recording, it's like, oh my god, what's even been talked about? What's been said? So I apologize sometimes if I seem like I'm going in circles, because I am. But you know, I think we still have a good time. In perfect world, we don't have that same level of jankiness. That's a bit better. I think I can maybe make that look even nicer if we were to lower this, or even just slope the node. Let's just do that. Oh, it's infinitely better. I still cannot believe, guys, like the pipes in the nodes being sloped is my two takeaways till the end of time on my deathbed. What did you learn? What wisdom do you have to pass on? 1, move mod is great. 2, you can do the slope tool. And yeah, that's it. I don't even need the other one. All right, yeah, the pipes are cool. What am I trying to say? Pipes are really cool. And then respecting topography, getting better with that. Lots for learning. All right, you are all over the place, as always. So this, I think, looks really nice. We got some boardwalk, a little bit more beach access in air quotes. We can go up and down the hill more freely. We do have some auxiliary parking. We have a handsome parking lot here that no one's going to use, unfortunately. And I think we can, yeah, sneak a couple more things in through here that feel like they're part of this whole team. All right, so what do we got? Ooh, a tent campsite. Oh, it's so grand. It's inside of the zone here, which is fantastic. So why don't we sneak a little extension to our walkway? Because that is bang on what I'm looking for. All right, grab this. Keep us at a low pace. I think we just get it close enough. Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. And I'm going to build the density back up for the trees here. We'll put a whole bunch in. Oh, this is so great. Because a lot of the times for camping, it's a bit of a free-for-all. But you pay an overnight pass. You register yourself and your guests. Very reasonable. Some places like $5 or $10 per night per person. Extremely reasonable. And you just, yeah, set up shop wherever you got room. You're very polite. You don't crowd on your neighbors unless they're looking to party with you. And there you go. Bob's your uncle again. Keep saying that, eh? People in the comment section are like, who is this fictional Robert? I don't know. I feel like that's a UK saying that we also say in Canada, but yeah, Bob's your uncle, right? One thing leads to another, then boom, bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. So you finish that one off. I don't know. All right, some of these skinnier ones, please. I think the anarchy needs to be on. Okay. And then I'd also like to do a little bit more like individual campsites. Just kind of going with the what I was mentioning before, where not everyone has to be like in the exact same spot, right? So a little beachside tent because you're brave. This one goes in here too, because you want to be close by to the action. And then all we need is a nice little fire pit. Yeah, there's a little fire pit in here. I believe they get one already, but we're just going to be making sure. And let's be real, this will look so beautiful at night, the more of those we get in anyway. Yeah, you know what, I'm not seeing a fire pit in the middle, so why don't we throw this a bit more centralized to their little district here. Okay, that's perfect. And then you guys are going to need a campfire pit as well. Oh, that's so perfect. And then, yeah, a little bit more into here, but we got to be delicate because of the way the gates have to work, so we're not encouraging people to kind of jump in without paying. So we're still trying to, I think, get the park up to more stars. All right. What have we got in here? You know, a tennis court actually might be kind of nice as well. Let's throw a tennis court in. Build out a bit more trees. And I think maybe another road coming down and just a small residential imprint in here would be nice. Because I feel like the high school's a little bit lonely on the hill. We definitely don't need to like connect to this road, keep that the one way. Or the cul-de-sac kind of dead end. But I just feel like, yeah, if we come in at a nice little casual angle through here, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. And just, you know, dead end, but then have like a walking path that connects these with a bit more residential in here. I'm going to have one little offshoot. Oh, that's nice like that. Where the road just kind of like ends in a dirt road. And heck, you know what? Maybe it does connect, actually. Yeah, maybe it would. Yeah, instead of campsites, we have a little bit more people here. Okay. Yeah, I could believe that. It's too bad you can't, like, specialize a bit more, the districts, and get just, like, exactly what you're after here. We'll try to do a bit of a smaller approach to our zoning, though. So a lot of small buildings, some 2x1s. The 1x1s, I'm not really huge on those. I always feel like they come out a little bit too tiny. I'll pop a few in, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, though. And I go through all this effort to get the trees in, right? And then we cover up so many trees. So that's, you know, not the end of the world, but just sometimes I feel like a hypocrite, right? And then, yeah, just a little bit more housing closer to our school, because that can support the density as well up here. And hopefully these come on in. A lot of our demand is for some industry. I'm going to make that smaller, throw a few more trees through. Same idea through here. Really not all that bad, though. Really liking that. And then I feel like, yeah, we can probably get away with a bit more residential zoning, and I think we should connect a pathway network through this as well. Not necessarily looking to fill this up, but it'd be really cool to fill this out with a bit more naturey vibes. And so, yeah, like a little pathway network that kind of like connects behind it all. I'm gonna hopefully not lose a house in the process here. Ooh, baby. That's a good one. And then, let's be real here. Maybe a little dirt between it. And we'll build up some more, trees. And then my other thought too is, like, we have a really beautiful bike network through here, but in this portion it's a little bit awkward to connect your bike zones together. So why don't we grab where the crosswalk meets the bike lane here, and let's just come through with a gentle bike lane that meets up with this whole team. Run that right alongside and back into, yeah, right into here. My poor trees. You get these trees back, darn it. And then even though we have this unfortunately set to ground only, sometimes some of these just don't like to respect that. So that's okay though. We have ways of making you talk. That's not too shabby. Just adds a little bit more completeness to this without really the need to have to zone it all. And then, yeah, just a bit more trees because they are our friends for life. And I'm actually going to do one click, little right click in here, and then change that so it's not as dense. We get a few more of these tall ones in. And then zoning. You are the lucky few that have a beautiful backyard. A little more trees. Oh, and of course, water for our friends here. And then let's turn the sun into night. Let's admire our handy view, or our handiwork here. Okay, one real quick thing we actually have to put in is a bit more water infrastructure. It'd be really cute to get a water tower over here on the coast. So let's toss this in. And we're just going to throw a little bit of, maintenance access, that kind of stuff, in the form of a little road going through here as a pathway. So an air quotes road. Drive your off-road through here. Your all-terrain vehicles and trucks. Just on the outskirts here. The city limits. A few more trees. Maybe get down that one. Cute. Alright, so that's working. And then we just need a little bit more sewage treatment. Probably just toss one of these down in an industrial zone. You know, we have a hint of pollution down here. This may not necessarily stay, but I do like the look of this. So we'll have to be kind of delicate, because I was thinking, like I was saying before, like the downtown stadiums, that kind of stuff, but could be an appropriate building still to have here. So that could maybe move, but we have some big noisemakers already, so I don't think we put anyone residential. And we're right on that transition border from where there is already some industry. So not terrifying, but we can always move this over too. Okay, that solves that. That was a little bit of a random one. And yeah, let's turn the sun down. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we're doing it in the morning. Yeah. Just at first light. Maybe the fires are still burning from the night before. Oh yeah, that's cute, eh? That's really nice. Coming on over here to enjoy the view. And then officially, what do we look like at night? Let's enjoy that one here. Oh, that's really pleasant. Very, very pleasant. Yeah, look at the little campfires going. Oh, it is so cute, isn't it? A little bit of the night sky lit up from a setting sun somewhere. Get the auroras. Just a little bit of the twinkle from the city poking through as well. Trees do a great job of covering all that. Nice quiet night we got here. The city is relaxed. The view is beautiful. The night is calm. Nice cool breeze going on through. And of course we have a fire and a peculiar commercial. Can't win them all, can we, eh? That's a good one. But yeah, let's wrap it up here. I think we have a good start to the beach. Paying no mind to that fire that is growing. No, I think this turned out really well. And I think it's like these little touches that you put into the city that really help kind of tell the story. Help kind of tie it all of it together. So yeah, in just 2 episodes, what a transformation we have done over here, eh? So we can probably do some more detailing when more of this kind of settles. And by detailing, I mean like throwing some more trees in realistically. Maybe a bit more commercial in there. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe a bit more zoning, but I think this is kind of coming together nicely. Nice slow pace for this. And then next episode, we're going to be changing gears. I've talked about this now twice. Can't just not do it. I'm thinking we remove the bridge, go a little bit further up, sneak around here, respect the grade a bit more, kind of gently follow that hillside. And then we also want to push through here, make a nice little tunnel, and then we're thinking of adding a factory building. Get some Industries DLC, tie it in with a bit more of this, bring some of these trees in through, and then, I'm not going to say it, but Bob's your uncle, right? Exactly. All right, guys, well, I'll see you in the next one. You let me know your thoughts. And then, let me know your thoughts, of course, on the downtown with, like, sports and stuff. And that doesn't necessarily have to be me, but it could be, like, a guest builder coming in. Maybe it is us. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm looking forward to reading the comments. Hope your day's going well. And we'll see you again. Adios, my friends.